Morning, just Madman here. Just a little catch up from stuff over the last couple of days. Where do we start? I think instead of all this disinformation and misinformation, I think we should start coining some of what's not coming out of the government conversations is missing information. Like what happened to the two lads from Manchester still? What's happening about Dawn Butler being racist? That other councillor man threatening to cut people's photos. I think he's on bail. Yeah, people who shouts, "I'm praying for my children," R.I.P. Peter Lynch. Let's slam him in jail. Missing information. The guy, the alleged bus decapitation, which doesn't seem to have garnished any more details or evidence, considering, like I said, as I was informed, we are the most watched nation on the planet per capita, per cameras, per capita, like. So how there's nothing from that, I don't know. Shocking instance in Amsterdam on, I don't know, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? If anyone can convince me that was pure football hooligans and purely a football hooligan fight, then I will wear a Scunthorpe United top for the rest of my life. Because there is no way that was anything other than what you see, and what you don't get told is a bunch of baying, anti-Semitic, Islamist thugs, terrorists, who literally was just attacking anybody and everybody, demanding ID, demanding this, demanding that, and if they couldn't prove they wasn't Jewish, they was beat to a pulp. Some of them like literally beat to a pulp. That was not football related. That was not a football hooligan offence at all, I guarantee you. It was pure terrorism. And the Israeli Prime Minister, on this instant, is right to be annoyed that people can't safely go to another country to watch a footy match. Not based on football tensions, but purely based on a hatred, a genocidal hatred for, you know, he's going round and round now. This is getting closer and closer to home. And then this morning, I was watching or listening to something on YouTube, and there was on about, I think it was to do with that migrant hotel in Altrincham that's just had 300 young men moved in within 10 minutes of two all-girls schools as well as other primary schools, I believe. And there was a town hall meeting, and one of the citizens, the people from the community, asked why aren't they being vetted and checked. Anyway, there was a long story actually on the at the meeting, but on one of the news channels that came up on YouTube this morning, some woman says it's against their human rights to be vetted upon arrival. All right, it's against the law to ask, and it's racist and Islamophobic or whatever to even suggest that these people, these illegal migrants, should be held in vetting centres until their identity and their history can be proved. This lady, she was going on. Obviously, she was a tree hugger, sandal wearer, pro-Palestinian, whatever. But she said it's illegal against law. It's not, because I can't remember whose law it is. But we have a law where you can check if somebody who lives next door to you is a paedophile. You can check if somebody who lives next door to you is a domestic violence abuser. You can check these things out legally. One of them's called Sarah's Law, and I'm not sure about, I can't think, but you know what I mean? So if a woman's getting into a relationship with somebody's got issues, they can check if that person's, like say, a pedo or a abuser. And that's British people, and I agree, and that's British people that have lived here all their lives. But surely it's hypocritical that they can be vetted online, yet the Home Office will not vet illegals coming in, and also people think it's racist and against them to even suggest it. Well, let's see how that goes down when what happened in Amsterdam the other night starts happening more daily over here. And I don't just mean in your Londons and your Manchester city centres and your Birminghams I mean in small towns. I mean in outlying, outskirted towns where these people are being just put or pressure dispersal. Chuck them into a town somewhere, they'll be fine. They might be fine. We aren't. My children, my grandchildren, your children, your grandchildren aren't safe. We're not being looked after. Starmer made that perfectly clear back in August, stating that he would look after the Muslim communities, whilst murdering at least Peter Lynch and also one farmer who was, worried about his family losing everything due to one of the tax hikes. So yeah, Keir Starmer's going to look after them. Well, who's going to look after us? Who's going to look after our kids? Who's going to look after our grandkids and our grandkids' futures in our country, in this great nation, once great nation? There's only one group of people that's going to go and look after us, and it's got to be us. But as always, you've got to, stay peaceful for now. Ideally, we'd be able to do it in a peaceful way, but Keir Starmer doesn't listen to the people when they're peaceful. And he just tries to clamp us down if we're not peaceful. But we need to stay peaceful for now. So stay loud, stay proud, and peace.